Oh my God, it's springtime! Yes! Yes! Spring! Yay! Choo-choo! Spirit tracks! Yay! Okay. Mailbag. The first question comes from Hylian Mailman, who incidentally delivered this letter to me. Thank you! And he asks, in Skyward Sword, when you go back in time to plant the Tree of Life, you return to find Gru still standing next to it. The tree may have just appeared there, but it's also likely that you entered an alternate dimension where the tree was always there, similar to the timeline splits at the end of Ocarina of Time. This would mean that there is still an alternate dimension where Link couldn't save the dragon of Lanayru, didn't learn the Song of Time, didn't find the Triforce, and couldn't stop the mice. Do you think this theory holds water, and if so, do you think Nintendo did this on purpose and plans to incorporate this in a future game, perhaps another split timeline? Look, no. See, Skyward Sword has no consistency when it comes to time traveling rules. It's just all over the place. I mean, for the tree to appear, you have to go back and actively plant it, right? But old Impa has the bracelet Zelda gave young Impa in the past before they even went back in time. So why wasn't the tree already there? And when Link goes back to the future, after the mice has been freed in the past, everything is fine in the future. So why even bother going back if you obviously already defeated the mice in the past? Because if he wasn't, he'd rule the future and all that was completely different from the time stones that only affect an area, except for Link for some reason. No, see, the time traveling in Skyward Sword, it was a good idea that Nintendo had to like enhance the story, and they didn't think twice about it, and or exactly how it would work. It's just, it doesn't have any implications on the timeline or the overall story arc incorporating all Zelda games. Just don't bother with it. Next question comes from King Matt 134, and he asks, do you think they will add experience and levels to the game? I mean, more than just upgrading weapons, like being able to level up your strength, speed, and agility, and all that jazz. I don't think they will have experience levels, like you get experience points and you level up, but I do think that they might do something like you get a small... I mean, let's say you defeat a powerful enemy and you get like an enemy token. And that enemy token you can use to gain like a 5% strength bonus. Or maybe like a 5% critical damage bonus. Small things like that. I imagine it would kind of be like Metroid in a sense, where you can go around and get a lot of like missile expansions. Something like that I think would be really neat. And it's not like these concepts are new to Zelda or anything, because like even back in the original Legend of Zelda, you had like you had rings and you had the swords and the tunics that would increase your strength and durability and all that kind of stuff. So it would just be a different way of incorporating it, like instead of having like two tunics, the red and the blue tunic, that would dramatically improve your durability. You could have like maybe 20 giving 5% more durability. Next question is from Kalaharnemark Gmail. I have a question. Is Odalva from Majora's Mask Swedish? He talks like a Swede and fights like a Swede. We have areas that's almost like swamps in Sweden, and we have swords and shields. So please tell me if he's Swedish, and why else would he talk Swedish?
That's racist. Udalva. 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 Udalva.
Our final question today comes from Palea Joe. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And he asks, I read on Wikipedia that Hylians are humanoid elf-like people. Is this true? Are Hylians supposed to be a different species than our own? Or are they just a different race of Homo sapien? The Hylians are essentially a race of the human species. So there are the Hylians and there are regular humans. I don't know if Gerudo would count as a race of their own or if they just count as human, but whatever. The Hylians, of course, they have their trademark ears, and they're closer to the goddesses and all that yap. But what happens over time is that, and we start seeing this in Ocarina of Time even, that the Gerudo, they go into Hyrule to find boyfriends. So obviously, Hylians can mate with the other human races. And what happens over time is that the Hylian bloodline essentially becomes disintegrated, and it merges with the rest of the human races. And as time goes on, in Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, we see less Hylians and more regular humans. And in A Link to the Past, the Hylians are all gone, and only a few people, like Link, still carry the Hylian bloodline. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this short but sweet mailbag. We'll be back, of course, next week answering all of your Zelda questions. And I believe next time this mailbag will be hosted by... Oh no. Oh, dear God, no! Alright, that's it for this week's mailbag. Oh. Okay. That was worthless. This looks like a nice place for setting up. Ooh! Treasure! First question comes from Hylian Mailman, who incidentally gave me this paper. Thank you, Mailman! Thank you, you will receive a Christmas card. That was lame. See, of course, Hylians that they can interbreed with other human races. Like, for example, the Gerudo go into... This is really not comfortable for me. Ah! Slap me! Let's... Ugh.